Image News, we are going to be covering a story on the case Snyder versus Phelps, and we are going to have interviews with Snyder and Phelps, and also a lawsuit that we are going to be interviewing. The case is about a gay soldier. At his funeral, a Baptist church came and they started harassing, kind of, and holding up signs that were very offensive to the family of the soldier.
Hello, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Isabella Reza, and I'm a student at Harvard Law.
And are you able to tell us a little bit about the case currently going on, Snyder versus Phelps?
Snyder versus Phelps. Well, the side that has the offense towards them, that filed the case, Snyder, the family had a son that was a gay soldier, and he had died, and they were at the funeral, and a Baptist church came and they started saying discriminatory things and protesting against gays and any LGBT stuff, and Catholics as well. And that's basically it. That's what happened.
Are you able to give us a little insight about the actual law behind it? What is being decided?
The First Amendment, the right to protest, and your freedom of speech.
And your personal opinion, who do you think will win this case?
I think that Phelps has a good chance because it was his right to protest and to say what he had to say.
Do you agree with
agree
that?
with it, no, not at all.
But legally?
Legally, that's what I think would happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Snyder, how did you feel when the Baptist church showed up at your son's funeral?
I was really offended. I was mourning for the death of my child. He was a soldier who was serving to protect us, and yet they were basically saying that he didn't deserve to be honored and remembered, and they didn't give us the respect that we deserved when we were burying our son.
What exactly did the signs say that they had brought?
Basically, they were just saying that he was going to hell and he didn't deserve the life he had. Just really offensive things that were really inappropriate for the funeral of my son.
Did you do anything about it?
We couldn't. I was mourning the death of my child, but we did file a lawsuit.
Well, how do you think that's going to go for you?
I hope that the court finds that we were wrong, that the whole situation was wrong, and they were violating our right to mourn my son. So I'm hoping that they rule in favor of me and my son.
Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Good afternoon, Mr. Phelps. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing fine. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Mr. Phelps, and I'm a follower of the Westboro Baptist Church.
And can you tell us a little bit about your church?
We believe that there's no such thing as homosexuality, and we don't tolerate the United States and its military.
And particularly the military of those concerning whether or not they're gay or not.
Yes, ma'am.
And why is that?
We just believe we don't tolerate that in general. We don't believe that go anywhere in this world or country.
And so is that the reason that you decided to protest at Mr. Snyder's funeral?
Yes, ma'am.
And why do you think that is?
Because, first of all, he had no reason and responsibility of even being in the military, and we just didn't approve of that and don't think that's right in our society and our church.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Snyder. And how do you think this court case is going to go for you?
I think I'm going to win the court case the whole entire way.
And why do you think that is?
Because there was nothing wrong. Because we're number one and there's nothing wrong with what we did.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Hi, my name is Madeline Romero, and we're here outside the Supreme Court, where the court has just made a decision in the case of Snyder versus Phelps. The case was decided in favor of Phelps with an 8-1 decision. The majority opinion was made by John J. Roberts Jr., and he said, "The court held that the First Amendment shields those who staged a protest at the funeral of a military service member from liability." The dissenting opinion was made by Justice Samuel Oviedo, and he said, "Our profound national commitment to free and open debate is not a license for vicious verbal assault." And this was the decision made by the court, which held that Mr. Phelps was entitled to his right to protest and his right to speak his beliefs.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.